The Cy Young is the highest award given to a major league pitcher, voted on by the Baseball Writers Association of America, and for the most part, they get it right. Sometimes they don't, and that's especially true in past years before advanced analytics were widely used. Let's look all the way back to the year 2000 and find the top 10 biggest Cy Young robberies. I wrote down 16 options for this video, so let's talk about the 6 that didn't make it. In 2021, Corbin Burnes beat Zack Wheeler by a razor-close vote, 151 to 141. Corbin Burnes had baseball's best ERA at 2.43, but Wheeler started 4 more games and pitched 46 more innings. His WAR was over 2 wins better, he had more strikeouts. His ERA was 35 points higher, and it seems like, despite the bigger workload, they still went with Burnes. That's kind of the opposite logic that was used in 2022, giving the Cy Young to Sandy Alcantara over Julio Urias. Urias having a 2.16 ERA and a 1.86 ERA+. Alcantara at 2.28 and 1.80, but Alcantara had 53 more innings, and he was the unanimous choice. Wheeler had a good argument, but you can see why he didn't win. In 2019, Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole were on the same team and dominated the American League. They both hit the 20-win mark. Cole had a slightly better ERA. Verlander had 11 more innings, Cole had 26 more strikeouts, and an ERA plus 6 points higher. I personally would have chosen Cole, and a lot of voters did, losing to Verlander by only 12 points. In 2016, Kyle Hendricks finished third behind his teammate Jon Lester and the winner Max Scherzer. Hendricks had a Major League best 2.13 ERA, and that was 83 points better than Scherzer. But Scherzer had 38 more innings, 114 more strikeouts, and a better WAR. Hendricks also had a much better ERA plus, 196 to 144. Hendricks probably lost because of the innings and strikeouts, but he still put in a great full season. In 2008, Tim Lincecum won his first of 2 Cy Youngs, leading the majors in WAR, strikeouts, and ERA+. But lingering in third place was Johan Santana. His WAR was close, his ERA was slightly better and was a major league best. Also, put in 7 more innings than Lincecum, and his ERA+ was only 2 points worse. He was 59 strikeouts behind Lincecum, but he still had over 200. Santana had a case, but I can see why Lincecum won. I just think Santana deserved to be closer to number 1. Not third place and 82 points behind. In 2007, CC Sabathia won his one and only Cy Young. He led baseball with 241 innings pitched and a 3.21 ERA. I'm looking at number 3 in that vote, John Lackey. His 3.01 ERA was a league best, same with his 1.50 ERA+. He had the same WAR as Sabathia, 6.3, same with win total at 19, and he was only 17 innings and 30 strikeouts behind. To me, Lackey could have won it, but he finished a distant third. Josh Beckett somehow finishing above him also, Lackey only getting 1 first place vote. Last one, Barry Zito had his signature season in 2002, winning 23 games, a 2.75 ERA, 229 innings. He was great, but Pedro Martinez was better. His ERA was half a run lower. He struck out 57 more batters. His ERA plus was 44 points better. The only thing against them was the amount of work. Zito beat him by 30 innings and made 5 more starts. It was a close vote. Zito got 17 first place votes and Martinez got 11, but Zito won thanks to his win total and innings pitched. Now, the 10 biggest Cy Young robberies of the 21st century. Number 10, 2015, Jake Arrieta over Zack Greinke. This might be the best Cy Young race of all time. 3 elite pitchers going at it. Clayton Kershaw finishing the season with a league best 232 innings, 301 strikeouts, and a 2.13 ERA. Despite all that, he wasn't even really considered. It came down to Jake Arrieta and Zack Greinke. Arrieta got 17 votes to Greinke's 10. Greinke led the majors with an 8.9 WAR, 1.66 ERA, 8.44 WHIP, and a 2.22 ERA+. Arrieta only led the majors in wins, 22, complete games, 4, and shutouts, 3. His ERA was 11 points behind Greinke, ERA plus 7 points behind, and put in 7 more innings. Just looking at the stats, Greinke should have won a very close race. Arrieta won mostly because of his second half. After July, he had 12 starts and gave up 4 earned runs in 88 1/3 innings. That's a 0.41 ERA. That'll win you a lot of extra votes. Number 9, 2014, Corey Kluber over Felix Hernandez. This was a very close vote. Kluber's 17 first place votes to Felix's 13, the final vote being only 10 points apart, and I think they got it backwards. Kluber's WAR was a lot higher. He led the majors with 8.1, but his ERA was 30 points down, ERA plus 10 points down. Innings were almost identical, but he did strike out 21 more batters. Hernandez had a league best 2.14 ERA and 9.15 WHIP, but also won 3 games less than Kluber. Maybe Kluber won because of WAR and wins and strikeouts, but I think Felix had the better season. Number 8, 2013, Max Scherzer over 3 guys behind him. Scherzer had an MLB best 21 wins, led the AL with a 970 whip, but he was beaten out in every other category. Yu Darvish finished second and his ERA was 7 points better, 37 more strikeouts and only 5 fewer innings. Hisashi Iwakuma had an ERA 24 points better, led the AL in WAR, had 5 more innings but way less strikeouts. Scherzer's teammate Anibal Sanchez won the ERA title, blowing away the 3 guys ahead of him in ERA+. He had over 200 strikeouts but only put in 182 innings. I think of the 3 guys that lost, they all have a case, but Darvish was probably the strongest. Number 7, 2016, Rick Porcello over everyone, especially Justin Verlander. Here's another year where I can't pick one snub. There's 4 guys that had a case. Porcello led baseball with 22 wins and had a solid season otherwise. 223 innings, 3.15 ERA, 189 strikeouts, and a 4.7 WAR. Verlander's ERA was slightly better, had a few more innings pitched, but he had 65 more strikeouts and a WAR 2.7 wins better. Corey Kluber also had a case. His ERA was about the same, 8 less innings, but his ERA plus was a league best 144. Zach Britton had 47 saves and a 0.54 ERA. If you were ever going to give this award to a reliever, this would be the time. All the way down in 7th place, Aaron Sanchez led the AL with a 3 ERA but did put in 31 less innings. Porcello still won, and that's despite getting 8 first place votes. Verlander actually got 14. Very strange year. Number 6, 2012, R.A. Dickey over Clayton Kershaw. On one hand, you had the reigning Cy Young winner. On the other hand, you had a 37-year-old journeyman knuckleballer. That may have played into this vote. Dickey getting 27 first place votes and beating Kershaw by over 100 points, even though Kershaw had a better season. Kershaw led the majors with a 2.53 ERA. Dickey was 20 points higher and also had an NL best WAR, whip, and ERA+. Dickey pitched 6 more innings, struck out 1 extra batter, and led the NL with 5 complete games and 3 shutouts. He also won 20 games and Kershaw only won 14. It was an amazing year, but I think the vote should have been a lot closer, even if Kershaw didn't win. Number 5, 2012, David Price over Justin Verlander. Let's stay in 2012 and look at a bigger snub, though this vote was extremely close. Price had 14 first place votes, Verlander had 13, and they were only 4 points apart. Price led the AL with 20 wins and a 2.56 ERA. Verlander's ERA was 8 points higher, but he also put in a major league best 238 innings, 8.1 WAR, 6 complete games, 239 strikeouts. And although his ERA was higher, his ERA plus was a major league best 161, 11 points better than Price. I guess those who voted for Price saw the 20 wins in the ERA title and went with him. Personally, I would have gone with Verlander. Number 4, 2005, Chris Carpenter over Roger Clemens. Clemens actually finished 3rd. You also had Dontrelle Willis taking 11 first place votes and finishing 2nd. 7 complete games, 5 shutouts, a 2.63 ERA, and a league best 22 wins. Carpenter got 19 first place votes, also with 7 complete games and 4 shutouts, 241 innings and a 2.83 ERA. That's awesome, but I think Roger Clemens should have won. He only got 2 first place votes, his MLB best 7.8 WAR being 2 wins higher than Carpenter, his MLB best 187 ERA being almost a full run better than Carpenter, and his 226 ERA plus being 76 points higher also. He did put in 30 less innings, struck out 28 less batters, but I think the most telling stat is the wins. Clemens only had 13, Carpenter and Willis had over 20. Clemens got robbed, but as you will see in the next 2 entries, he's no stranger to stealing Cy Youngs. Number 3, 2001, Roger Clemens over Freddie Garcia and Mike Mussina. We're getting back to the days where a pitcher's record was pretty much the most important thing, and Clemens finished 20-3. Of the top 6 finishers, his 3.51 ERA was the worst, and his 220 innings was 2nd worst. The 2 that stand out the most to me are Freddie Garcia and Mike Mussina. For Garcia, it's simple. He led the AL in innings pitched at 238, 18 better than Clemens, and he won the ERA title, 46 points better. Garcia was 3rd, but then you look at 5th and there's Mike Mussina. His AL best 7.1 WAR, ERA 36 points better and put in 8 more innings, also struck out 1 more batter. Maybe if Garcia and Mussina got to the 20 win mark, they would have gotten some hardware. Number 2, 2004, Roger Clemens over Randy Johnson. For as great as his 2005 season was, Clemens won the 04 Cy Young and he wasn't nearly as good. 214 innings, 298 ERA, 219 strikeouts. Not bad. But look at Randy Johnson. ERA 38 points better, pitched 31 more innings, struck out 72 more batters, and had a WAR 3 wins higher. Johnson also had 4 complete games and 2 shutouts. Clemens had none. So, why did Clemens get 23 first place votes and Johnson only got 8? Clemens finished with a record of 18-4 on a very good Astros team. Johnson was 16-14 on a terrible Diamondbacks team. That's pretty much all you need to know. Number 1, 2005, Bartolo Colon over Johan Santana. Of all the snubs of the 21st century, this was the most egregious. Santana actually finished 3rd. Mariano Rivera had an awesome year and finished 2nd. Colon had a decent 3.48 ERA, 1.22 ERA+, 222 innings and 157 strikeouts. Now, Santana. 2.87 ERA, that's 61 points better. 1.55 ERA+, that led the American League and was 33 points better. Also pitched 9 more innings and led the majors with 238 strikeouts. That beat Colon by 81. To top it off, Santana's league best 7.2 WAR was 3.2 wins better than Colon. Again, this boils down to wins and losses. Colon led the AL with 21 wins, Santana only had 16. Colon got 17 first place votes, Santana only got 3. So there you go. Let me know what you think of these picks, if you agree or disagree. And if you have any other snubs you want to point out, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. And if you're new here and want to see more content like this, please give me a sub. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.